Okay, folks, let's rip into this. You know my name, it's Murray Stewart, and I am your presenter and host, and this is Blind Magic in Alice Springs, and this is episode 905. Yep, 905. So let's go. 18 years ago now, my beautiful, wonderful, incredible daughter was born. Yeah, she's a special young lady. We were informed shortly after her birth that, when I say we, me and my then wife were informed that she was a Downs baby. And I remember so many people did not know how to react. But I remember my first thought was one of profound worry, profound stress. Because I was not concerned at all that she had a disability as such. I was concerned about, even as she was born, I was concerned about my death, my passing, and what that would mean for her, what she would be left with once her parents had left her. Yeah, how she would manage. I did not want her to be shoved into an institution and left to rot away, left to be sad. You know, I've seen that. I've seen that before in the days of institutionalisation of people such as Eden. And I never wanted that for my daughter. Not now, not ever. And so with the coming of the NDIS, the National Disability Insurance Scheme, it was an incredible blessing for families just like ours and for kids just like Eden. But what we have seen in the last 5 or 10 years is many pirates have jumped aboard this wonderful ship. Yes, they have. People who are overcharging to the extreme, whether it be with services or equipment. You know, walking sticks that used to cost $6 all of a sudden went to $30, all because of the existence of their National Disability Insurance Scheme. Occupational therapists are now charging obscene amounts for their time, obscene amounts. I heard the other day that a physio was called to a lady under the NDIS, and all the physio needed to do was to fit a brace for this lady's ankle. And for that under 20 minutes, that physio charged her $800. $800, which adds up to $40 per minute. $40 per minute. I mean, this is disgraceful overcharging. This is a pillaging of what is a wonderful scheme. And likewise, very recently, I had an occupational therapist visit me in order to prepare a report for the NDIS. They would have spent probably 6 hours with me to compile a report. And yes, the report was comprehensive and was okay. But as they flew down from Darwin and spent that 6 hours with me and then flew back, that cost me just over $6,000. I mean, come on. No wonder the NDIS budget is exploding beyond belief. And what's going to happen because of all of these pirates that have been let onto the ship is we may see this house of cards tumble and collapse before us. No, that can't happen. We cannot allow this to happen. The National Disability Insurance Scheme was fought very hard for by many of us in the disability sector, and we are very, very concerned by what is happening. Because for people who really, really need it, it's been a blessing. And I count myself in that. If it wasn't for support workers, I wouldn't even be here. No, I wouldn't. I have got absolutely no doubt about that. And to think that we may lose it because of these pirates, these thieves, people who practice incredible dishonesty, would be a national shame. It would be a national shame. It simply cannot be allowed to happen. So I hope tomorrow night in the budget that Jim Chalmers can turn his attention to getting these pirates out of the system. That's right, getting them out of the system. And while we are on that, being a person with a disability should not be an aim of anyone. No, it shouldn't be an aim of anyone. But it seems to be that at the moment, because there's so much money around in the National Disability Insurance Scheme, that people are clamouring to be disabled. Truly? That's what's happening. That is what's happening. And they're supported by lobby groups who want their particular ailment to come under the banner of the National Disability Insurance Scheme. Well, all I can say to that is I didn't choose to be vision impaired, and I certainly didn't choose to now have a brain injury. It happened without my request and without my want. And this is the sort of, and I am the sort of person that the National Disability Insurance Agency was crafted toward. And without the National Disability Insurance Scheme, it will take us back to the times when people were just shoved into institutions and forgotten forever. We cannot return to those times. No, we can't. But we do need to get rid of the pirates. We do. And we need to ensure that people that are on the scheme are truly disabled. Are truly disabled. We can't have people out there just barracking for people to have a disability. And we can't have people out there queuing up wanting to be disabled because there's a bucket of money available. No, we can't. And this is what has been happening, and this is why now we are in the position whereby costs are being cut, and some people who really need the system are being badly hurt. That's right, this has been let go too long, far too long, and now the axe is needed to be taken. It's so unfortunate. So tomorrow night, my call is to Jim Chalmers: get the pirates off the ship. Get them off. Deal with them. And that way we can bring some of these costs under control. And if we can bring the costs under control, we can save this magnificent scheme, which, by the way, can bring wealth to our country. And that's right, it can. Because if we can unleash the talents of people with disabilities, then people like you out there can benefit from our talents. You can. You can benefit from our skills, from our voice, from our abilities. That's right, not our disability, our abilities, of which we have plenty of. But it can only happen if this scheme not only survives, but it thrives. And that's right, not only survives, but it thrives. And so I hope that tomorrow night, when the budget comes down, it's a start of that exact process of stabilising the NDIA budget, the NDIS or NDIA budget. Of course, the National Disability Insurance Agency is the governing body. Let's just bring the whole budget under control for this scheme, and let's start moving it forward. And let's start seeing the real tangible benefits, not only for people with disabilities and their families, but also for our country. I am a person with a disability, and I so hope you've enjoyed what the scheme has enabled me to bring to you in this episode. This has been episode 905, and this has been a Blind Magic Communications production.